Right, so there are perks in this game, right? In this game called DBD. And these perks, they do stuff. You have multiple different things they can do. They can show you auras and stuff. They can help you unhook your teammates. They can help you kill people easier. But that's not what I'm looking at. I'm looking at characters. I'm looking at teachable perks on characters. I'm looking at this man, Dwight Fairfield, today, right? Because Dwight's got 3 decent perks. Dwight's got Bond. Dwight's got Prove Thyself. Dwight's got the other one called Leader. That one's pretty forgettable. First up, we have Bond. Now, Bond is not a bad perk for beginners. It shows you your teammate's aura within a 36 meter radius. This is pretty good for beginners, or if you're playing solo queue, to kind of get used to the game. Next up is hands down Dwight's best perk, Prove Thyself. It increases the repair speed for your teammates within a 4 meter radius to 10%. Note this does not affect you, only your teammates. So, teamwork perk, we love it. And last up we have Leader. Not the best perk, but definitely better than Bond. Leader is like Prove Thyself's brother. Basically, it does everything Prove Thyself doesn't do, but faster. Your teammates will be able to heal, unhook, sabotage, cleanse, and open gates, as well as unlocking chests 25% faster within an 8 meter range of you. Great for team resets, stuff like that. Dwight has 3 pretty damn good perks. We're going to run them in a match, and we're going to see how it goes. I am going to throw on Wicked, a Sable perk, just so I can have a little bit extra, but we're going to mainly focus on those 3 perks. Okay, and right off the start of the match, we can quite clearly see Bond's main upside. I can see everyone. Now, bearing in mind, I am in a solo queue match here, so I'm not talking to any of these people, but I know exactly where they all are. I've got Steve moonwalking next to me, I've got Rebecca at the top of main, I know where everyone is, and I can see if someone starts getting chased instantly. But you can already see if someone's being chased with the HUD on the left-hand side of the screen. The main benefit of this is you can see where they are. As we can see here, you can see Steve running away with the killer, and we can see if he's looping back to us. That gives us a bit more info that you wouldn't have otherwise. This is great for solo queue and new players being able to manage what's going on without even having to talk to your teammates or really understand the map layout. However, as you may have seen, we are coming across the first sign of a downside here. Bond only has a 36 meter range, meaning that quite quickly, someone can go out of your range. This can very quickly lead to the perk becoming quite useless on larger maps. And here we can see my solo queue teammate not healing me, which addresses the other issue that this perk isn't very useful if you have good coordination with your teammates. If you're playing with people you are actually talking to, you're able to communicate where you are, therefore kind of wasting a perk slot here. But overall, Bond is not a bad perk. For beginners, it's really good. For solo queue, it's quite nice. It actually surprised me during this match. So I'm going to rate it around a B, I think. This is probably a good time to talk about how I'm actually ranking these perks. There's 3 main factors to them. First of all, lifetime. Like, how long are you going to be using these perks for? Is it just like a beginner perk? Or is it just a late game perk? Or is it something you're going to be running, like, validly all the way through? Second is ease of access. How easy is this perk to unlock? Is it a free-to-play perk? Is it a licensed perk that you have to pay real money for? How are we getting this? Is it a universal perk? And final, versatility. How many situations are you going to be able to use this perk in? Is it going to be useful on all maps, some maps, against certain killers? So, criteria 1, lifetime. Bond doesn't really fit it very well. It's going to be great for solo queue players and great for beginner players, but for later players, it's not really worth it. You'd rather run another perk. In contrast to that, ease of access. Bond is really easy to get your hands on. It's the first character the game selects for you. He's a free-to-play character you get with any version of the game. The only thing you need to do to be able to get on every survivor is to prestige Dwight once. And finally, versatility. Bond is a really versatile perk. It works great on small indoor maps, maybe with 2 levels like Midwich, a great perk. But maybe not great on outdoor maps, but still really good for that extra info. Next up is Prove Thyself. Now, Prove Thyself is a very good perk, so I'm going to talk about its 2 main downsides first. First downside is, if you're alone, it's useless. You're getting no value out of your perk. And the second downside is, if you're all in a group, that's good for the killer because everyone's together. That's not a good thing. Now, the upside of this perk is exactly what it says, When you're all on the same gen, that's going to go really fast because every single person other than you on that gen gets that boost. This is going to help gens fly by if you're all working well. If someone's in a chase and the rest of you are on one gen, that gen is going to go really fast. So late game situation, really good. Early game situation, it's alright. So overall, I'm going to have to throw Prove Thyself in a sturdy A. It is a really good perk. It meets all three of our criteria really nicely. It has a very good lifetime. You have new players using this perk, great. You have experienced players using this perk, great. It's a really nice perk. Ease of access, it's again, same with Bond, the first character the game picks for you. And versatility, it can be used all match through. Yeah, it's only for generators, but using generators is literally the objective of the game. So, great perk. So overall, I'm going to have to throw Prove Thyself in a sturdy A. It is a really good perk. Leader is okay. It's not great, but it's good. It helps with team resets when they're healing you off hook or when you're healing someone else with someone else there. That's the main issue to this perk. It doesn't help you heal someone faster, it only helps you heal someone if they're with you. Or it helps someone else heal you. Overall, there are a lot of downsides and upsides to this perk, but it's very situational. So overall, in our criteria, I would say lifetime, not great. I would say it's probably a mid-game perk, but definitely not late game, definitely not early game. Ease of access, I would say again, with the rest, it's a really easy to get perk. But versatility, it's quite specific. You have to have someone there with you, and you're not always going to have someone there when you're unhooking someone or when you're opening a gate. So overall, I'm going to put Leader just above Bond because, again, it's more useful in a group setting than Bond, but it's not as great as Prove Thyself.
But don't just take my word for it. I got a special guest here with me today. We got Isaac on here, Killer Main. Tell us what he thinks of this business.
Bond, pretty fire, lets you see other people around the map, you know, that's cold. Prove Thyself, insanely good for gen rushing. Other than that, you know, you gotta find people for it to use useful though, so it's kind of situational, I guess. And Leader is goated, lets you do everything other than gens 25% faster. Hell yeah!
And there we go. That's Dwight's 3 perks: Bond, Prove Thyself, and Leader, all in one video. Let's go!